You
With
going
an
somewhere after the show?
we're
No,
live.
it's just a little chilly, and I didn't want to turn the heater on, so I just decided to
Throw a
bring it.
turtleneck on,
Go to,
dress like Chef.
hey, who is the man? Chef. Let
Man,
me
can
see.
you dig it?
Look, let me do it in my Miss Day
Can you dig
voice.
it?
Can you dig it?
I'm a whoop you.
Hey, you see, it ain't me. So, but if it was me, it'd be never you.
I'm gonna whoop him, Tabby. I'm gonna whoop
I
him.
hear you. I hear
He
you
on the
talking.
list.
I hear you
He
talking.
on the list. He
Uh,
I hear
on
you.
my list.
oh my God. Hey, all is fair in love and war, right?
He on my. Get him three.
The rule book don't even say that.
Oh, what rule book? You made up a rule book for this here thing?
No, ain't the rule book somewhere wrote where they you go check it out the reference book.
Oh, the
A
reference book.
reference to what? What you talking about?
It ain't hard to get y'all and I just keep going and y'all just
Maybe we're not really actively listening to you right now.
I know that's how it's so easy to get y'all. I can get y'all on dry land, hook, line, and sinker.
That means we're
Man,
not attentive. Our apologies.
Just now, don't beat yourself up about it. I promise you.
I'm not gonna lie. My attention span is short these days. For
Said
real.
short, huh? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Gentlemen After Dark Wednesday. I see we got a couple of people already in the building. We are live. Good evening, all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good evening, Candace Echoes. That's my sister, y'all. Soul Body Mind Detox, all the way from the YouTube world. What up, Dana? How you feeling? How you feeling? And oops, I didn't even do it like that. There you go, Candace. I know my brother is asleep. Tell him good morning. What up, though? We're just here chilling. Listen, y'all, I do not own the rights to this here music, but I like it. So I'm just playing it because it's a great way to set the tone, set the mood
Break the
for our
ice.
conversation. Yeah, hey, what we doing? What we doing, right? Berdina's in the building. Berdina Garrett's here. She says, good evening, beautiful people. How you feeling, ma'am? Thank you for being here as always. Appreciate you. Got about 8 viewers right now. The other 5 of them aren't saying anything, so I don't know who they are, but yeah. Uh-oh. Candace says, one eye open. Uh-oh, she ready to go night-night.
You like
Right?
me free.
All the way from the YouTube world, it's Lolo. Don't look in her eyes, y'all. Don't look in her eyes. What's good with you, young lady? What's good with you? Well. Look who we have here. Happy to see you, Miss Carla. I see you. Thank you for being here. Hello to you. Part right there. Snoopy Cliff Mello
Oh,
said he
I
was going to
like
be
her
a few
Christmas
minutes.
emoji. That's cute.
Or who wasn't aware?
Carla's Christmas emoji. That was cute.
Oh, see that. Oh, okay. There you go. Says, hey, yo. Snoopy Cliff Mello said he is going to be here. He's running a few minutes behind. I think it's cleanup aisle 5. But he is going to be here. Then again, maybe he's I'm not sure. He might be prancing down the aisles. I'm not. You did not do that in slow motion, man.
I was trying not to. I was
Last week it was all fast. This week I don't know what's going
and
on
that's
with
why
Devin's Prancer.
y'all talking about me like a dog, so I said I'm gonna change
Oh my goodness. Oh my
it. I'm gonna change
goodness.
it up.
Is Fuego's
Thank
left
you.
hand or is she your right hand? Which one is she?
Both.
All both of them.
She takes
Both
care.
hands. Both hands. Hey. Pyro's in the building, y'all. Krista, I see you. Man, I dig the haircut. I dig the haircut. But shh, don't tell Street that because I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Let's see. Who else? We got Busy. That's my bro, my petty bro. V Rod, good evening to you, man. Thank you for being here.
Hi,
Appreciate you.
Bessie.
Appreciate you. Lolo said, Prancer.
I ain't in it. I'm telling you right now. I ain't show up to work. Don't put my name in it because I ain't.
Hey man, don't be scared. Don't
I
be
ain't scared. I'm
scared.
just staying out y'all
Don't
business,
be
man.
scared. Anywho, let me go ahead and acknowledge those that are here present. President. Right. Let's introduce the grown folk now. We're gonna go ahead since he's the only one other than myself, but from the panel, the grown folk now. You guys give a warm welcome to the co-sponsor. No, he's actually the sponsor, the leader of the ring. Yeah, he's like, what is he about to say? Give it up for ChristianDingaling.com, or is it .org? I'm not sure which one. The dude, Devin.
The creator.
The creator
himself.
The creator of ChristianDingaling.com, or is it .org?
.org.
You're going to have to talk to, what is that one? GoDaddy, and see if you can get that site, bro. Man, she's here, you guys. She's here early in the game. It's our executive producer.
Yeah.
Got a special announcement, but I'm going to save that for after every, hey, that part right there. How you like me now? Yep. It's the executive producer, Miss 3. Yay. She's always coming in the corner somewhere from the south side of Arizona. She got her left hand and her right hand with her. Byro's in the building as well. Give it up, y'all, for Fuego.
Hi, guys.
Last but not least, she is here. She's present. She's behind the scenes. You know, she's like the great Wizard of Oz. But she is in the building. And she sounds a whole lot better this week than she did last week. My sandbox, my friend, Miss Day.
Hello, neighbors. Welcome to the neighborhood.
I like the voice. Hello, neighbor. Much better, because last week I didn't know who I was talking to.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh my God. Mrs. Day is in the building. Anywho, I'm your host tonight, you guys. Thank you for being here. Listen, I want to say a few things to get us started. As we are bringing season number 7 to a close, next week is the last episode. I'm going to commit in advance to season number 8. Season number 8. But the purpose of moving to season number 8 is I really want to see how far this really can go. So being monetized is a really big deal right now. So if you guys could just help a brother out, help the Gentleman After Dark crew out, and push, maybe shove it. Gentleman After Dark on YouTube. That's my goal at this point. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all those things. Not just for tonight, but tomorrow, the next day. Tell a friend, pass it down. We talk about some great topics, and I think that we all are benefiting from that. Again, we are not psychiatrists, psychologists, gynecologists. Some of us might play one, but we are not on TV, right? On TV. Although we have had some therapists, certified therapists. So, there it is.
Good therapy.
I'm just saying, right? So, how you guys feeling this evening?
I'm well.
Present. Oh, Miss 3, she's ready.
Miss 3 strong.
I'm feeling much better.
Right, good. Man. Miss Dana, you sounding Miss Day, shall I say? You sounding much better. Hold on, y'all. We got one more.
Keep it up. Keep it up. We're gonna have a time for
wait.
We're gonna stop on.
I can't see him right now. Darkwing Duck, is that you? I'm not sure. I can't see him.
There
we go.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, all the way from the black hole with the Raiders. My little big brother, Snoopy Cliff Mello. and the Saints still beat the Raiders. So that's all I care
Wow,
about.
really?
ESPN battles.
Shoot, be due. Let me just put him in the middle. There we go. Pow. How you feeling, sir?
I'm okay. I won't complain.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So,
I got 3 on top now. Hey.
Oh. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna start asking y'all. Do y'all got a preference? Who wants to be on top? Who wants to be on bottom? Who you want to be on? There we go. Who you with? Who you?
I'm not old enough to be in all that, so y'all call me
Wow.
the baby. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you seen the stuff you post?
Wow.
Right.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Anywho,
Weenie.
good times, y'all. Good times. Good times. Again, I'm happy that everybody is here. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
As always, what are we going to talk about? What's on the agenda? Blah 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 blah. Well, first, right out the gate, we're going to start off really great and strong with something to celebrate about. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, shapes and sizes, colors and creeds, etc. I want y'all to grab a pen, please, if you can. Grab a pen.
Oh no, we gotta do math.
Not you.
I'm
Not
out.
you.
Oh.
Not you.
Oh,
I'm talking about the audience.
Okay.
Grab a
Oh, okay.
pen, piece of paper, because I want you to write down what I'm about to put on your screen. Okay.
77793.
11.
All right, there we go. Brought to
Fuego,
you
don't act like
by.
you don't know that song.
Oh shoot. Anywho, so I'm gonna put this up on the screen for us.
What?
Let me put my spectacles on so I can see.
Right. I need everybody to get behind me and push. We just had that word, push. That's the word of the day. Push. Push.
In the bush.
Push.
Push
In the
in
bush.
Hey, see? There you go. There you go.
I need
You
everybody to
messed
push
it up.
with me. Season number 2, episode 4, CPTP, building mentor mentee relationships. We got to do it like this. Our very own executive producer had her first interview, you guys, podcast style, and it's on YouTube, and I want you guys to go watch it. Support Miss 3, because Miss 3 is the same young lady who wasn't sure she would be able to do Gentlemen After Dark. She was, I don't know if I can talk to the people.
Whatever.
Now she,
Drama. That's extra.
is it?
I've never been there.
He ain't lying.
Can you do her voice again? Can you do
That
her
was
voice?
not, you better do my voice right.
If I can.
Whatever. Oh my God.
Hey, you guys, I want you guys to seriously check out Miss 3. I'm proud. When I say proud, I'm proud of Miss 3. She was sitting up there like she was the executive producer of the show. How so? So my guy says, we like to welcome Teresa Ofer to the show. 3 was real cool. She didn't correct him right away. She waited for him to finish what he had to say. And she said, yes, as I said, my name is Teresa. Teresa.
Straighten them up real quick.
Man, straighten them up. But 3, I'm proud of
She
you,
gonna get
man.
somebody
Thank
together.
you.
She gonna
Right.
get them together.
3 is a mentor, you guys, for a couple of young ladies who want to be teachers. You know what? Let me shut up. 3, tell us a little bit about it.
I'm a mentor for community college, where I mentor. You can only have 2, unfortunately. I wish I could have more, but they limit you to 2. So I have 2 students that I mentor.
Then that's called a class.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Have a little class.
Class.
So anyway, I mentor them outside of my 8-hour workday, and help them on the path that they're trying to go towards in terms of education in whatever path they're trying to go as a teacher, early childhood, or if they're trying to be a high school teacher. I have one of each. So yeah, that's what I do. I mentor them on the side and guide them and have a great partnership with them.
That's what's up, man. Again, one of our very own, you guys, one of our very own. And
Good
again,
stuff. Good stuff.
this whole podcast thing, it's a beautiful thing. It has the capabilities of being something really big and great. But we the people have to get behind those that we know. Everybody wants to know somebody important. We all are important, I believe. But don't wait till somebody becomes a star uh, to follow them.
Hmm.
Don't wait for that. Help them get to that point to become a star. So, three, I stand with you. I stand behind you. If you need me to run in front of you and pull you by your wrist to help you move a little bit faster, I'm here for that too, man. I'm
Thank
again
you.
honored to have you here.
I need a painter.
Uh-oh.
Part two.
Uh-oh.
Get that fluid in them.
We got a couple of latecomers. Leonard's in the building. What's up, man? I see you. One of them 49er fans. Yeah, that's Jekyll, guys. That's Jekyll. Bartender, I see you, man. Another Fader Nation guy.
Bartender.
Bartender, right?
What up, man?
Damon DJ Jackson's in the building. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. So I was expecting the doorbell to ring, but it hasn't rung yet. So I'm not sure if they're gonna come, but we're gonna go ahead.
Amazon probably dropping some off.
Right.
Right. Ding dong. So tonight's question. You guys ready for it? Y'all ready for this?
Not at all.
Not at all.
We always ready. We always ready. We ain't scared.
We ain't scared. We ain't scared.
Okay.
That's
I
what's
ain't
up.
never scared. Fuego kind of quiet tonight.
She's sitting over there in that private hot box over there. We over here with sweaters and stuff on. She got on a tank top.
Mello, I told him I just woke up. I only slept 3 hours last night, so I'm just tired. I'm gonna try to wake up.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll get you there.
We let her. We want to let her start, and then they'll wake her up.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. So tonight's first question: what moves are you making to secure your legacy? If you have a legacy, do you have one?
My legacy is just going to be my family. That's what I've devoted my life to this far. I was a teen mom, so I've been a mom for a long time, and it's just building them up through all the trials, heartaches, losses, and all that. Just staying together as a unit, my kids, and just helping them and keeping their bond together. So when I'm not here, they have each other.
Oh, I like that.
Yep.
I dig it. Okay. Who's next? I see you, Sean. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you for being here.
I think mine is along the same lines. I think I shared a sentiment with my club brothers last week regarding the same thing. I have a real estate partnership that I'm endeavoring in at the moment. So we're trying to secure that so my kids will have properties all over the country. That is the goal. But also just like Fuego was saying, being better than me. And as far as my club life goes, motorcycle, is hopefully leave our club, especially our particular chapter of Los Angeles, to continue to grow. And you do that by the example of my leadership, my loyalty, and my dedication that we've been doing this for over 10 years now.
Shoot, you do. Man, time is flying. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Miss Day.
He said, Miss Day.
Because I don't want to,
Uh, okay, well, I don't have any children, so I'm not leaving anything to them, but my legacy would be like at this moment to work to get uh my money stacked up to like save to put something for my nieces and nephews. I have a lot of nieces and nephews for college or whatever they want to use it for and that. And the other part of that legacy would be just passing on good ethics, values, instilled in them, being a decent person in this crazy world right now. That would be my legacy for my nieces and nephews.
Okay. I see we got a comment from the Twitch world, and it says, I tuned in late. Is that question in relations to what Deion Sanders did? I think we're going to touch on that shortly. Why not?
that was a good question.
What do we got to lose, right? So stand by. Thank you, Miss Day.
Y'all answers always be better than mine. I don't know.
Really, really.
No, I'm just messing with y'all. But I can't say this is what I'm trying to do definitely for my legacy. And the reason why is because I read this quote. I can't remember what book I read it in. It said, um, "Every man should write his eulogy frequently." No, hold on. Write your eulogy every day, and then frequently edit it. And what that means is that every day you need to be trying to do something in your life that when you die in your finest hour, these are going to be the accolades that people talk about. And it doesn't have to mean that, well, this is what career I had, or this is how much money I had, or this is what I got started in the community. How did you help somebody along the way? You see what I'm saying? And I used to think when I was younger, you have to do something major for people to recognize you. And then somebody said, "Man, you remember that day you came to school, or you remember that day you came to work and you said this, or you and this dude was talking about each other, I was checking, and you said this and it was so funny, and you made me want to keep my job, or you made me want to get up and go again the next day and the next day and the next day." You never know, the small stuff that you do could be helping somebody else to keep going. So I try to always uh better myself minute to minute, day to day, week to week, month to month, and it keeps going because if I do something and I look at it, say, was that the best I could do? If I tell myself, no, I'm gonna go back and go ahead and do the best that I can do. And I feel like when I do that, that's creating that legacy because somebody's gonna see it, my children's gonna see it, and they're gonna react in a better way in their lives based off of what they've seen me do or I've helped them do.
Man, this guy always be dropping bombs like weights.
That's that's why I always say, and if you've heard me say this, at the end of the day, I want my kids to say, "All he was a good dad." That's all. If they say that, I did my job. And
Yes.
as far as my friends, he was a good friend. So
Yeah.
I agree with what Devin is saying, and once again, kudos to three because I want to do that too. As far as like cabinet making, because there's not enough kids who
Mm.
work with their hands, and I
Craftsmanship.
would like to. That's another thing I would like to do. So yeah, kudos to three, and you know.
What's up? Okay, that's three.
Oh, I think I'm the only one that hasn't answered. What moves are you making to secure your legacy? I think the moves that I'm making now, I've always had a passion for working with adults, but getting them to see their value. I think that's important to me, getting them to see their value and their passion in the work that they do. Um, for kids 0 to 5, like getting them to understand, and I say it in that podcast, of getting them to understand that if somebody was to, you're in a room of lawyers and doctors and you're the only teacher in there and somebody asks, what do you do? And you're like, oh, well, I just teach. I said, I always tell them, you don't just do anything. You don't just teach. Like you tell them that I build brains. I'm the foundation. And
Mhm.
I say that in there because that's the legacy. I want people to be confident in what they do when they work with that ECE field. I want to leave that legacy of they matter and that they need to give themselves grace. And also in terms of my child, like I really, I mean, property for me is important. However, I want to leave the legacy of teaching him how to build his own financial structure. More importantly, because he might not want the property. He might not want that, but if he has his own financial structure, then he can make that decision like this is the direction I want to go. But you can't go that direction if you don't teach. And I'm learning, but when I'm learning, I'm teaching him. Like for example, I won't give it to him, but somebody, a financial advisor that I know was saying, build your child's credit now. I was like, tell me about that. He said, do you have a credit card? I was like, yeah. He said, then put him on your credit card because by the
Hmm.
time he gets to college, his
Yeah.
credit will be built. And I didn't even know that, but I took care of it right away. But will he get his credit card? No, hell no. He's not going to be able to hold on to that. But I'm going to teach him how to purchase and how to pay something. Like
Right.
he needs to understand that. But long story short, I really want to empower him to understand this whole financial structure and how you can build your own wealth to get what you want. Because you might not want the house that I want to leave you. You might turn around and sell it, whatever that is for him. But that's a legacy I want to leave. Like your financial knowledge is critical.
Right.
And I remember as a child, I didn't get that as a child. Hell, I didn't even get it as a young adult. I'm just
Right.
figuring out in my 50s that,
Hmm.
hey, you need to put this there, this there, this there. But had I got the knowledge when I was a young adult, my position would be very different now.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah.
job position, but my life position.
Right. 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 Right.
Right.
Yeah. I
Man.
definitely agree with that. And that's why, and even me saying that with the properties, is along with that comes the knowledge. And like Three said, that is important. But I didn't think we have time to go down my whole list of things. I'll be teaching a class here because that is important. The financial literacy that we don't get in school, and even now they don't get it. And people that I follow, uh, as far as real estate moguls, they talk about that. How their kids, especially one on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, who actually inspired me to even go down this field of how all his kids, the property that he has them. They already have their own, but he's also teaching them how to use that. And true, they may not want that because, especially at which hopefully he just don't have at my death. When you die, that's the worst time. I don't care what family, we all got those stories. That's when the worst come out in people.
Yep.
But
Most
if
of the
they are
worst.
educated, even if they don't want the property and they do sell it with a plan in mind.
Hmm.
Because what we generally do is sell it, take the money, and the money be gone within a month, a week, an hour. No, what are you
Right.
going to do with that? You need to have a plan in place to use it to whatever you want to do. But as long as that money is making you money, and I think that is the key.
I got to give it up for Miss Three again. You guys gave some great answers, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, I wrote the question, but I didn't even think about it for myself.
No,
You
you
know,
gotta answer this. You gotta answer the question.
hey, I'm the boss.
Your rules.
But you guys make some valid points. From the whole, I've been saying for a couple of years now that I wanted to set Sasha up to the point where she could be a owner of some property. But listening to what Three just said right now, well, what if Sasha don't want to own no property? Because the youth of today, it's not about the longevity of owning anything for them. They just happy to be in the moment. So now it makes me think, I got to make sure that she is set up mentally properly to do whatever it is that she wants to do. Now, do I want her to own? Absolutely, because that can be the long money for her. But in the meantime, I got to do my part and just make sure that I provide her the best possible education that I can, because just as many of us have not, I was not taught that money saving thing. Man, you got $2
Yeah.
and it,
Save one of them. Right.
and that thing costs $1.59, and I'm gonna go get that thing over there. I that's the way I grew up. I worry about the other stuff later. But shoot, the way life is set up right now, boy, you better have a nest, a can with some money, a mattress with some money in it, the shoebox tucked away. You need all of the above, and a bank account. So as far as setting up the moves, pretty much for me is just doing the things that I can do at a faster pace, because I got more time behind me than I do in front of me. So that's where I'm
And
at.
what's key too, you said something, these kids they're looking for something fast and free. And this pertains to the kind of the question you asked about the Instagram stuff last week.
Right.
Was that last week?
It was
Um
week before last.
the kids are interested in IP. That's the intellectual property. And actually that can be more worth more than well, I'm not going to even say that, because land, they ain't reproducing land. That's why it always goes up. But the intellectual property, whatever you own, create, make sure it's put in your name. That's why corporations setting up LLCs so you can pay yourself, have a business credit card, actually is what our kids should be having. Some sort of business credit card. Because the regular credit card, that's your personal credit, which goes up and down with life. But if you have a business credit card, when your life goes up and down, up and down, up and down, guess what?
Your
When
bid.
you need, or if you ever need to file bankruptcy, that does not affect your personal credit. So whatever three has built up for a son up until this point, if he starts an LLC today, starts building that credit, say by the time he's 25, something happens, he has to file bankruptcy, he can go right back to the same person that helped him set up LLC, set up another one, get another credit card, and start it right all over again that same day. With your personal credit, once you screw that up, it's years to build it back up. So that's the type of stuff I'm teaching my kids, and that's what we should be teaching our kids.
Miss Irma says, a part of my legacy would be to continue to teach my daughter how to take care of the household, i.e., cooking, cleaning, paying bills, established credit, staying humble, and understanding that when her husband finds her and she has her own family, she will understand how to take care of home. Proverbs 3:1. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you, Miss Irma. Man, pretty intellectual properties. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good
Intellectual
stuff,
property.
man.
Man,
Can I,
yeah.
man, I just want to add on to what he was saying about the intellectual property. For the,
Did you raise your hand? Can I?
I was doing it. I did it
Doctor.
earlier. He said that. No, but you know how you get a job and they tell you have to sign off on this paperwork saying that anything that you do while you're at this company is intellectual property. And if you go to another company and take that same idea or whatever to that company, like let's say it's driving the forklift at this warehouse, going to another warehouse and driving the forklift, and you do the same thing there. That's intellectual property. So it's obviously worth a whole lot if they want you to sign your name on it, which makes it a legally binding document. You see what I'm saying? So when he said intellectual property, I'm like, that's some important stuff, especially with the internet and all the stuff that goes on now as far as social media and everything. Intellectual property is a commodity if you
Mhm.
know how to use it.
Good evening to you, Mo. Good evening to you, Miss Finnison. Thank y'all for being here. Mo says, I have sent my son to to Ivy. Mhm, mhm.
Ivy League.
Ivy League schools. Wow, look at that. Since first grade. I added him to my business card and put a property in a trust for him. Our legacy, teach our boys to keep all assets and use the education gift given to them. Come on, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shouts out to you, man. That's a beautiful thing. Definitely. Mellow said.
Teach the boys and the girls, because sometimes the boys
Yeah.
won't get right until they get with that girl who knows what she's talking about, and he trusts her. So if she telling him, "No, you doing this, you doing this, you need to do this, that, the third," he'll be like, "All right, babe, I love you, I trust you, I'm gonna do that." You see what I'm saying? And that's how it. Hey, the woman is powerful. So
Hey,
she
teach
gives
the
them
children. Let's
that,
keep it neutral.
that's it.
Teach them.
Teach the children.
Mo said, and he speaks two different Asian languages. Man, hey, Konishiwa, Mushi Mushi, Ohio.
Bengasimida,
Uh,
Kamsahamnida.
come on, man. Ah,
What you know about that, girl? What you know about that Korean?
oh shoot,
Annyeonghaseyo.
Annyeonghaseyo, huh? Anywho, I'm-
Yeah, they not ready. They not ready.
Y'all crazy.
oh my goodness, I love it. That's what's up, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate that one. I appreciate that. Uh, are we ready for the next question? Yeah, but is it funny? No.
Right. Are you ready for your next comedian?
Oh shoot. All right. So I'm always talking to somebody, always. But this time I wasn't really talking to somebody. I just kind of fell
Ear
in on
hustle.
a yeah. I was every day I'm hustling. I was ear hustling on a post that was you guys might remember her, Tiffany Beasley, the young lady with Tiff Honey, the beard, good
Yeah.
She had a
juice. That
beard.
I,
She had a
You
no,
beard.
she
What?
didn't have a
don't nobody
beard.
know you
I
remember.
said the beard
Right.
juice
She
that
had
I
a
was
beard.
using.
A
The beard
carnival?
lady,
She,
the
She
lady with
worked
the
at a
beard.
no,
carnival?
she's the young lady that
You're
was
the lady.
massaging the facial hairs that I once had on my face. Y'all remember that? Miss
Oh, okay.
Tiffany Beasley, the dream pusher. So
Yeah,
she put up a post and said, man, what is going on with the men today?
Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord is right.
which ones?
Oh, Lord.
Right.
She said she was attempting to lift this heavy box that there was this guy that she knows that was standing right there, and that the guy never made any attempt to help her with her box. So, of course, the ladies in the group were like, down with the man. He's out of here. Stone him.
Crucify him.
You're close now.
Cannons to the left of
Right.
me. Cannons to the right. He is about to die. Right.
Ah,
So I commented and said, well, you know what? Maybe it's not that the guy didn't want to help you. Maybe he felt a little hesitant because he wasn't sure it was okay to help. Look at
Maybe he
Three's
couldn't
face.
help. He
What
had a
is
bad
that?
back.
What is Three's face about? What was that?
spider.
Just ask. Open your damn
That's it.
mouth and ask.
So,
Hey, I like that
He,
answer.
so
he could have had a bad back.
he
Theoretically,
didn't
I
do
like
anything. So of course Tiffany was quite disappointed. So I said, well, maybe you have to kind of guide him, teach him a little something. Tiffany said, mm, I'm not into teaching grown men nothing. Uh-oh, here we go. So it made me think. It made me think. This is not a question, but it's definitely a topic that we can discuss. Let's talk about it.
Just give him something to talk
Women
about.
are tired of having to lead.
lead or lead.
Oh my God, damn it.
They want to be led, they want to lead. Which one is it? We're going to start off with lead.
Okay.
They are tired of having to lead. And audience, y'all
Oh
go ahead and
my
chime in too. Oh
God.
my God.
Yeah, look, wake on up. Come on, wake up now. Wake up. Get here and talk to these folks.
Look, I don't know what her issue is. See, as we get older, this is my problem. You gotta pick and choose your battles. If you know your man, been lifting up the toilet seat. Stop arguing about it 10 years later. Put the seat down and keep it pushing. All she had to do was ask that man, hey, can you help me with this box? Why is
That's
she
what I
gonna
see.
crucify this man for not offering now? I'ma look at him sideways too. If I was picking up the box and he seen me struggling and didn't help, but I would say, "Hey, do you mind helping me with this box?"
Right.
But not even being a gentleman, just as a human being, if you see somebody struggling, offer help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if she wanted to help, ask for the fucking help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pick and
Wow.
choose your battles.
And then talk about
You may
money.
now you want to get
Well,
on
you
here with
should
all your
trust her regardless.
with all your with all your hating men bashing friends. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. Then you
Get
want
her.
to get on your phone and get with your men bashing friends. And girl, he just looked at me. But somebody in that group should have held her accountable and said, "Did you ask him for help?"
Shoot,
But she
PK.
said she not into teaching. That's not teaching. Like I said, there. If she would have asked, then maybe she would have found out. Once again, he could have had a bad back. His sciatic could have been acting up. Anything could have been the reason why he didn't help. Now, if he just said, "Oh, sure," all right, well, maybe he ain't up on the chivalry
Right.
as he should be. But I try to open the door. I try to help when needed, and like Dana said, not just women, men too.
People.
It's
Well,
just the just being nice. Being nice feels good to me.
Hmm.
Oh,
it's,
PK.
it's something about
And
trying to tackle something you need help and you didn't ask nobody, but they just say, "Hey, let me help you get that." It's like, oh,
Right,
I thought I was by myself, but I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Let me buy you a
right.
sandwich. It's something
but
Just
about
saying.
and PK's example is I mean PK's comment is a good comment because where I work we have a whole operations team that go out to centers and do different things and we can be walking in with our hands full but they're not required. There's a good point because the job description does say must be able to lift 25 pounds, so we don't ask them for help because then that becomes a, oh, what is it called, not a stereotype, but when you work for jobs you're not really supposed to ask them
Hmm.
unless it's something like huge and they're part of the project. But just because they're men doesn't mean they have to do it for us. When I say that to PK's comment about the 25 pounds,
Right.
must be able to lift. I think it just
Look,
depends on
I'm a
what you're.
woman 100% of the time. And if a man is around me, I do not want to pick up a box. Screw all of that. I'm not picking up no box if no
Yeah,
man is
but
around.
at a
I'm
lot of
asking for
jobs,
help.
if it's in your job
Uh,
description, you do it. Now,
you
if
know,
you don't want to do it, then you don't
yeah,
get that job.
if it's a man at work that's around me and I'm lifting a box, I'm not going to lift it. I'm going to ask him to lift it. I don't care what the job description says.
Then you won't
oh,
be
when
And
he
lifting
me,
asked
that
you to bring
box.
some
You're fired.
I
Right.
don't care what the job description says.
when
I yeah, of course I might can lift it, but if a man is around, I am going to ask
Yeah,
him to lift that box
I
for
hear
me.
you.
If
I
he
hear
if
you.
he has a back problem or something and he's like, Dana, I can't do it, my back is hurting." Okay, I can understand that. Okay, that's fine. I was just saying, if you could help me lift it or whatever. And then I can go on about my business. But if it's a man around me and I'm going to ask him to lift a box for me.
yeah. I'm with you on that.
and
I
I
like I
hear
said, I
you.
teach my son the chivalry. Open the door,
Mhm.
pump the gas. Don't be pulling up to the pump. I bet not ever hear your mama pulled up and you didn't jump out, or your sister. And I periodically ask my daughter, "Did Miles jump out and pump that gas?" "Yeah, he didn't want to, but he did it." Okay, that's all I need to know.
did he do it or not?
He
There
did it. He did
Look
it.
at
Yeah.
Terry.
you
Look
go.
at Terry.
You,
Terry's.
you know what's so funny is
Run the box.
what's so
What did
funny
it
is
say?
it says if picking up boxes is your job, do what you paid for.
Mind the business that pays you.
Right. So when
You
I
know,
was in
go ahead.
Louisiana, with my cousins, and we had to stop for gas, and cuz pulled in, That's cousin Angie. We pull up to the gas station, and she commences to putting on her latex gloves. So I just kind of look like, what is that for?
Sutures.
So, so
You
the pump was on
about to
my
give
side,
somebody a
on,
prostate exam.
right on the passenger side. So I jump out, I go to the pump, and she's like, "Oh, I got it, cuz." No, you don't. I
Yeah,
got
what?
it. No, you you put on the glove to get the pump? She said, yeah, because these pumps is nasty out here. But wait, I'm confused. I'm with you. You got a whole guy in the well, no, I
No,
got it. I
No,
got
I
it.
don't know.
I got
I
it.
don't know.
Don't worry about it. So, like you just said, Mello, we definitely have to teach sons. We got to teach our sons to do those things, those chivalrous type things. And then, ladies, we have to teach our daughters to be receptive
Yes.
to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
receiving.
Yeah,
Be
interesting
I
you
done
should
receptive.
had
say
some
that.
problems. I was like,
So
I don't want to sit with my back to the door. And there was an argument before we even got the menus. I was like,
Oh,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
I know that.
Come on.
I know
that's
that
the
one.
why not?
that's the
Hey,
without
bro, I'm
naming
not gonna do
names.
that.
Right?
Without naming names, my child went somewhere with someone, and I was like, oh, while we wait for her mom, I was like, go ahead and walk her to the car, and I left it there. He said, okay, I did that. And when I got there to open the door, she was like, don't open my door. I said, she's learning. She's
Hey,
learning. She's young.
Mm.
She doesn't know. I was like, but still do it anyway.
the
But she's
Yeah.
not
coldest,
ready to receive it because I think
right?
she just doesn't know, or
He
maybe
doesn't
hasn't
know
been
about you.
educated.
Right.
The coldest movie of all. Make your kids watch it. A Bronx Tale.
Yep.
Mm,
Jane
that's the
and
that's the
Cologeno.
coldest line.
See,
She
I
don't
ain't even
be
gonna
talking
tell
about.
you. Watch A Bronx Tale. That is the coldest.
Yeah, it sure is.
If you ladies ain't Jane, it's not good. Fellas, if you ain't Cologeno, it's no good. Open the door. And I know we got these automatic doors these days, so
But
chirp
still, hit
chirp,
the button.
boom, boom,
Hit the button.
hit the button. Something at least make
Oh,
me think.
that's
Yeah,
where that movie. That's the movie where they came from about the test.
that's
Yeah.
it. There you
Okay,
go.
okay,
There you
okay.
go.
Now I
There
got
you
a feel.
go.
Gotcha.
Watch A Bronx Tale. Coldest movie ever. And Jane
Gotcha.
is quite beautiful. I forgot her real name, but cold. Cold game. Cold game. So we definitely have to do better. But the leading part,
Can
ladies, don't you
Fuego.
ain't gonna ask if you can nothing. You just gonna do it. Devin Jr., just do it.
I was trying to get back. I was trying to say something back at the box situation. Sorry
Okay.
to go backwards. I was just gonna say, me being a very independent woman, like I just do it. I don't wait, and I don't expect somebody, especially a stranger, to I don't look down on somebody if there's a man and I got a cart with the big old case of water because I get like six at a time. I don't look down on nobody. It's mine and it's mine. So I just do it. I don't wait. I'm just gonna do it, even if I have somebody who should be doing it for me. A lot of times I'm impatient and I just do it. If I can do it, I do it. And I don't think it's anybody else's responsibility if it's something that's mine. That's how I look at it.
Right. And
Ben,
there's
but
nothing wrong with that. But I feel as a man, like I said, it's I'll leave it up to you to say I got it.
right.
But I'm gonna at least offer my assistant because even here, when I first started working here at at Home Depot, there was an older lady, and she was trying to lift something, and I said, "Oh, all right, let me get it. I got it." I did just what Devin
Oh,
did. I said, "Oh, no disrespect. I'm just trying to help."
Yeah,
I,
I
she
guess
let me know.
I guess I'm trying
I
to
got
say,
it.
I'm not gonna try to bash men or take that and take I don't know, just I don't know, it wouldn't bother me that much. It wouldn't bother me that much. But on the other hand, I have had, people stop and help me, and it makes me appreciate the ones who just, do it, who do offer that help, or men, strangers or not, that just offer that help right off the bat. So,
You know, it's funny is, and it don't even really have to be about men to women or vice versa. It could just be the humanitarian efforts. Period.
mhm, sure,
Hmm.
sure.
We walk past people like in the motorcycle community. If you see a biker or a fellow biker, fellow, and I said fellow, on the side of the road, it is protocol for us to pull over. Hey, you need anything? Can I help you with something? Blah 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 blah. But if you drive in a car and you on the side of the freeway or something, what happens? Yow,
Mm-hmm.
yow,
Police
yow,
even do that.
It depends on
yow,
who you are and what you're doing.
yow. They
You know what I'm talking about.
we
Sometimes,
not
Yeah.
so inclined
yeah.
to help. We rather just let you go on about your business, or I'm gonna go on about my business and call it a day. Leading, leading by example, fellas. We show our sons, hell, we even show our daughters again how to receive it, because they say what a girl's first boyfriend is her dad. Although it sounds kind of bad, but or first love, maybe that's what it is.
First love. First
First
love.
love. Thank you. You teaching them, you showing them.
This is how you should
You
be treated.
you sit down. I'm gonna push your chair up. You know, these are the things that when you get your dude in your life, if he ain't doing this, he ain't your dude. Daughters, um, are being taught cook, clean. Well, maybe not. Order the food.
He went from cook to clean to order the food.
And
Order the food.
I'm just saying.
Rich people
Say
talk.
you want to go to Chez Maurice's. No, I'm just playing.
Jay Alexander's
But
and
we have to be teaching them how to take care of the home. Like I think it was Mo mentioned earlier about her son and her son being able, or who said it about having daughters, teaching their daughters. I think that was Irma. Thank you,
yeah, I think
Irma.
so.
Teaching her daughter to be able to cook, clean, take care of the household. Take care of the household don't necessarily mean just in the house, but when we out and about. You know, again in the biker world, we've stayed at many Airbnbs, full kitchens. Like, we either gonna get in there and cook, or y'all hungry? It's McDonald's, it's Carl Jr. over there. Man, no, let's go to the market and get some groceries and
gonna
cook
come
some
out cheap.
food up in here. We know how
Right.
to cook, clean the whole 9 yards. So let's do it. But the question still remains, or not even a question, the topic having to lead. The ladies feel like they have to lead. Why? Why?
Where did it
Then they
stem?
got with the wrong dude.
Where did it stem from that women were obligated to leave? Was it because the situation existed where the woman was the only adult in that equation? See, if you have two adults and they have a child, it's up to those two adults. But if you have one adult and the other adult is dead, locked up, sold to another company, if you will, that's how that started. Some of it, not all of it. I'm just saying some of it started because there was no such thing as the man in that family structure. You see, and I'm not talking about welfare. I'm going back way further than that. So we have to start trying to break down where it came from and then try to unravel it from there, as at the same time still work on it in the present. That's why it's so difficult to do, because it's been instilled and ingrained in us, men and women, for a long time, for longer than 15, 20 years. I can say that. You do anything for a long enough period of time, even if you don't want to do it, it's going to be hard for you to stop doing it when you don't have to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because
That part.
some girls, women, young adults, they're not intentionally raised to be independent. But if it's a single family household that's generally being led by a woman, you don't have a choice but to learn those things and be independent.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you got to take out the trash. It's like you said, Devin. It is history. Like, what is the history? I
Mm-hmm.
think the history tells the story of people's trauma or whatever the story is, and why they are who they are. Because, including myself, I wasn't. My father was present, but I wasn't raised by my father. I had to go see him every other weekend as a child, but that's different going to see your parent every other weekend compared to in your household and the things you got to get done because you got to get them done. So it does. It depends on how you were raised and who was a part of that, who was a part of your circle. And everybody has a
Mhm.
different story.
Hmm. Okay, so good evening to you, Adrian. What up with you, man? I see you. Adrian says, finding the fine line between helping someone and simping. Hmm.
Mm,
Hmm.
And what's that? What's the last word? Simping.
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 Uh,
Yeah.
Well, you got to define a simp.
mhm.
We need more
I need
context
context.
because so many different words and terminologies end up applying to people just because everybody says it and nobody knows what it means. So now this person got a jacket on and they don't even supposed to wear it.
Is
Well, I
that
think,
like
like Dana said, is it will be well, not Dana saying, but you're being tricked into doing something. It's like you wanting to do it. You're being tricked into doing it. You're perfectly capable of doing it, but okay, oh, I'm gonna call this dude over here because I know he'll do it,
mm,
and
Mm,
mm,
that's being simped
mm,
into in my eye.
mm. You mean like you at the bar hanging out and the woman see, oh, there goes so and so. Let me
He
get
always
him.
buy drinks.
Come on, let me get him over here because he gonna buy some drinks.
right.
Yeah,
That's simping. Oh, okay, okay, got it. Can you buy me a drink? No, mm-mm. Buy your own drink. That part. Let's see here.
That's different if he the dude that always buy the drinks. I
sucker.
mean, what?
Mark,
What?
But you know he interested in a little bit more.
more than just sipping on the
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to
What?
sip on his
graduation tonight later on.
Thank you.
Man,
Oh
y'all are
god.
crazy with these thoughts. If he the man that buy the drink,
Wow.
then
That's
he the
true.
man that buy the drink. He the one that's known for buying the drink. That's what he known for.
Everybody got a role to play.
People got different roles in life. Why he gotta be a simp? Cause he the dude that buy the drinks. Y'all
Just
wrong.
like
I,
a
I just
person.
told you.
Y'all wrong.
I,
Y'all,
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Because he buying the
y'all done
drinks.
put that jacket on that man. He ain't no simp.
He
He the dude
hey,
that buy the drink.
he
That's
always
Marcus
buying
that buy the
he
drink.
always buying the drinks. Huh?
But
So they
that's
gonna
Marcus
stay
that buy
parched
the drinks.
until
We all know he.
he
Y'all
walk
wrong.
in.
Y'all wrong. Why y'all
Hey,
do Marcus like
they gonna
that?
see me and be like, can you no
I
no.
ain't gonna be able to do it.
Uh, nope,
Go
The
ask
way
him.
my bank
nope.
account set up.
I'm not thirsty.
All the
Yep.
time.
You know what? I just came from the gym. I had a whole lot of water.
See, I got it in my savings, but I gotta go to the bank month and put it in my check. And I ain't today's Sunday, so I ain't just do it.
Oh shoot. I love you guys.
But
Y'all
it's just
too funny.
drinks though, not the food. That food dudes, that's a different ball game.
Yeah. See.
Okay,
Yeah,
so fellas, do you think we could do a better job of leading?
yeah. I think, I think that, I think that when you have right information and you want to execute, you will. It's just that you have to have those key components, and if you don't have one of them, it's like the whole thing is not going to work. You have to have if it's a puzzle and these two things are missing, then the picture is not finished. I think that if you are around the right circle, you have the right upbringing, and you might not have gotten it while you were being brought up, while you're being raised. But I'm just sometimes somebody just older than you might check. Hey, let me tell you something. I see what you're doing, but this is what you should do, and you listen. You know, I think it just all
But sometimes the
go ahead.
real quick, the woman, excuse me, could be better equipped to lead in the different. and whatever the circumstance is. Babe, I'm not good with this.
True.
Or ma'am, I'm not good. You better than this than me. Balancing the book, balancing the budgets. I mean, come on, I'm gonna let you handle it. That's not me not leading. Because guess what? When it's time to rotate them tires, change them brakes, I'm not gonna ask you to do it.
There you go.
That's true.
And now, if
That's
you can do it better than
That's,
me, I'm not gonna
where
stop you
communication
either.
comes in. Communication is a son of a.
Exactly.
It can literally crush and destroy or build and create any situation. If you
And
remove
we've had this conversation over and over, and the conclusion of it is that everybody's relationship is different.
Yeah.
You set the boundaries in
Yep.
your own relationship. What I'm doing in my relationship is not going to look like what my sister Troy
Mm-hmm.
and my brother Mello is doing in their relationship, or Devin and PK, or Three and her man, or
Yeah.
Fuego and her relationship, Orlando and his relationship. There's six different people up here. Every relationship is going to be different, so the answers are not going to be the same. You have to set that tone in your own relationship. I don't think there's one right or wrong
he's
answer.
typing. He's
Right.
typing.
Right. The dynamics are so different in each case.
I, s- I saw a post. I think it was on Instagram. It said something to the effect that sometimes um, standing back is leading in a relationship, where the man has to take the go ahead, babe, you got it
Yeah.
approach. Like Mello just said, she may be more better equipped to handle the situation than he is. So he stands back, not because he can't do it, but because he knows that this is the best move. That's like coaching. You put your best players forward, and when you don't have the best, then you go with the next best thing. Here you go, handle it. EJ, what up with you, man? EJ says we are all a product of our environment and how we are raised and what we witnessed. Growing up, I wasn't taught chivalry, so I didn't know to teach my daughter certain things. I had to figure it out on my own, which still didn't happen until I was well in my 30s. I also came across a few women over the years who weren't used to chivalry being shown. I've attempted to open doors and they beat me out of the vehicle.
lock
Right?
the door. Lock the
Wait,
door.
I was
See that ain't gonna open it when you put something in front of her door.
oh,
Yeah, come
a
on, get
Bronx Tale. That's all I'm gonna say.
that way.
Cologino and Jang. Bronx Tale. Watch the movie, y'all.
I
For
got you.
real. Thank you, EJ, man. Appreciate that. Delegation is a form of leadership. Sometimes you have to delegate. Sometimes.
Facilitate, delegate.
But I also know, in fairness, 'cause I know that our ladies here are they're kind of shy. They're not gonna come after the guys. They're not gonna do any of that. Excuse me. But I think that, we could do a better job again, fellas, in taking the lead. Sometimes it's just the ladies are sitting back just waiting to see you just make a decision on this is the direction we're going to go. She may not like it, but she's going to rock and roll with you because you made that decision. And I know, I think it's Mello in many of our conversations. He and his wife, they sit down, they talk about a lot of different things. But ultimately, he makes that final decision on which direction they're going to go. Men have to be mentally prepared to make a decision. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. What you want to eat? I don't know. What you want to eat? I don't
Oh,
know. What you want to eat? I'll eat whatever you want to eat. Wait, we gonna go back and forth with what you want to eat. You want to eat that? What you want to eat?
man, this how you fixed it. I mean, you want some chicken? Start off with chicken. You want some chicken? Do I want some chicken?
Just throw some stuff out there.
There you go. Because you started naming stuff. I'm just trying to give y'all some tips. Yeah. Trying to help everybody out, man. Each one teach one.
Right.
Hey,
What up,
and that's
Michael?
not
I
just
see
with
you,
men
man.
and women, because me and my mom have that argument all the time. I'm going to get something to eat. Okay, well, what you going to get? Well,
Oh,
what you want? Well, you the one that was going out the door to get some food. Where
Right.
was you going? I'm
Where'd
gonna
you
get
go
wherever
first?
you going. So it ain't
yeah.
just with it ain't just with men and women.
End up eating bologna and crackers. You like, you know what? Turn the TV off.
Right. Look,
Uh-oh.
Cliff Mello, he left. I guess positive vibes and here. Here we go. Oh.
Now he's
Healing.
prancing and doing the robot. I can't with that, man. I cannot.
Here, y'all. He pranced
It's a
off.
Oh,
robot
shoot.
Prince. Last week it was Speedy Gonzalez Prince. Like I cannot.
Healing energies and positive vibes. Mello, he probably had to go. But man. Shoot. So I don't know if you guys know about this Deion Sanders situation.
Deion Sanders. Played
Are
for the
you are,
Falcons, didn't he? Didn't he play for the Falcons?
are you familiar with that story? The dude.
I'm being facetious.
I know
He
what happened.
played
What
for the
happened?
Falcons. Didn't he play for the Falcons or the Braves or something?
It's whatever. So can
What
you
he
share
do?
with
What
everybody
Dion
that
do?
What
story?
happened?
Yeah,
Yo,
let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about.
What's the question?
Tell
Let's
us
talk.
the Deion
Tell us
Sanders story.
what
Well, tell
happened.
us.
He
Oh
said,
my
"What's the
God!
question?"
Somebody say
Let's
something.
talk about.
So here's what I do know.
She said so like
So
that.
You
Dion
know what, Gavin? I
Bree, you know
why
you
was
over
he
there
up
with
there
the
like his
executive
picture had
producing.
froze?
Put
I
the
cannot with
he's
him.
stupid. Put the yeah, that's right, prime time. Pull that up. Can you Google that real fast, ma'am? So you know we don't misquote nothing.
Yes,
He's the
sir.
next Saint. You know what, Saint?
Wrong with him.
You know what, Saint? Hey
Wow.
man, hold on, bro. I got something for you. You disrespectful. For real. Leave my Saints alone. I'm already mad about it anyway. But I do know that Primetime, aka Deion Sanders, he was the coach, and I forgot, is it Jackson in
Jackson State
Florida?
University
Yeah.
in
He was
Mississippi.
he was a head coach for football at one of the HBCUs. Okay. But now I believe that he is moving on to greener pastures. He did his job with, the HBCU. Yeah, Jackson State. I was right. And now he's moving on. So the uproar right now is the fact that he's leaving or left or wherever he is at this point. Did the man really do something wrong?
Where is he going?
It's game. It's all game. It's always been game and it's gonna always be game. It's a chess match. This man is trying to get to his best position. Your job is your position, right? Let
Right.
that man go get his money. Because guess what? When he get there and somebody offer him some more money than where he's going, if he's not, you think he's not leaving?
Right.
And
He
guess
wants to
what?
get his money.
If his skin color was of a different color, would they be harassed about making changes?
It wouldn't
Money
be
is
a
money.
conversation. Because when John
Money is money.
Calipari was the coach at University of Memphis for the basketball team, when he left and went to the University of Kentucky, it was there was a lot of people upset. I'm like, man, that was his game plan. He said in the press conference, I've always wanted to coach for University of Kentucky. I'm like, you the coach of University of Memphis right now. So you telling us that this is part of your plan. This is part of your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say that in the beginning, but it really wasn't everybody's business. So if Deion Sanders want to go and get some more money somewhere else, let him go, because guess what? Somebody was looking for that job when he got it. And that
There's
was
a caption that says from MSNBC. It says why Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State is bigger than football. How much should Black individuals be expected to sacrifice for the benefit of Black institutions? And there's a whole article about that.
He's going from a black HBC to a
PWI.
Right.
to Colorado. Oh,
Right.
my brother-in-law graduated from Colorado. But don't coaches make these decisions all the
Yeah,
time?
All the
that's
time.
what I'm
That's my point.
confused. I'm
They make
confused.
them all the time. So what's the big
Yeah.
deal?
Because he's got a name with the NFL, and he was a coach for a football team for HBCU, and it's like it's further pushing the agenda of, okay, it's a black boy, he's in college, he gonna play basketball or football. Like, is that it's like almost to the point where people are still feeling like that's the only way we as the black community can come up in society, by getting a job, by going to school, playing ball,
Mhm.
and going to the pros. It's bigger than that. And I was reading what he was saying. He was like, I'm trying, my job is to talk to 60% of the people that I see in the locker room that look just like me, and influence them, and help them out. So if he's still doing the work, what difference does it make where he's doing it? Because as long as it's getting done, he's doing his job. What are the
And
people?
did he do his job at the Black University? Like he was there. He was the coach,
How
right?
long?
He did his job there. Like, you know what? Sometimes
He was
we
vocal.
just can't carry the weight of all black social issues on our back. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
That's too many people. Shit,
What
yeah,
they want the man to
everybody ain't straight.
do?
Everybody's not straight.
What they
So
want the man to do?
How long has he been at the school or coaching there? Do you
was it
know?
2, 3 years?
2 years, I think.
Two, I think it's two. Yeah.
Oh,
He's been there long enough to make an impact on the
right,
school.
right.
Yeah.
He's been there
I'm
long enough to start.
just-
He's been there long enough to have this conversation about historical black colleges finally being looked at in a different way.
Right.
That's
He's
what they
made
thought
Right.
an
he was doing.
impact.
Right. There you go.
When he
And
signed that
that's the
paperwork, that's what
that's
they
the
did.
whole thing. We how can I say this? We suppress ourselves unnecessarily, because ultimately the goal, and I'm gonna use that word, is get the bag. That's the
Mhm.
ultimate goal. Get the bag. Right? Everything is money based, is money driven. So this guy wants to continue to progress. The dude said it earlier today about the obituary. What? Write your obituary out and make
There you go.
changes or adjustments frequently.
Every day, write your obituary and edit frequently.
So
Yeah,
if
that's
we
true,
got to
Latrice.
continue to make these changes, what did she say? Many blacks feel like he sold out by abandoning. Yeah, see, and thank you, Latrice.
When he was
Tommy,
professional,
Annika,
did he
Pippi.
not play for two white professional teams? The
Come
Right.
Atlanta
on, man.
Falcons and the Atlanta Braves.
He,
I'm
he
leaving.
played for quote unquote
Just saying.
America's team. I don't
I'm
know if
just
that's
saying.
it ain't my team, but America's team. But he also was a 49er, and he did his thing.
Everybody done work for the man. If that's what they want to go to, we all have. Because guess what? Even if you don't work, if you work for yourself, if you pay taxes, you work for the man. What they call Uncle Sam, same
Right.
same shit. They just pick and choose.
Yes, Mo. Absolutely. Look at Mo's comment. Um, it's
At
the
the
This
bottom.
last comment. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
taught our boys how to respect themselves, represent
Absolutely.
themselves. Absolutely, man.
In a
Absolutely.
non-docile way, meaning
Right.
stand on it. When you present yourself, stand on what you talking about. Stand on what you present to the people instead of just, I want you to see what I'm doing, boss.
Right.
That's the kicker.
And how people don't know that? Where did you say, Devin, that his dream job was to be?
Well, I was just using an example. I was saying John Calipari was the coach for University of Memphis, but his dream was to be the coach for University of Kentucky. So when he left
Oh,
University of
okay. So
Memphis, that's
what?
where he went.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, how they know that this move to Colorado
Change
is
his dream.
not in line for him to eventually move to, somewhere that he really wants, like his dream job. Colorado might be the next step, and then after Colorado, they'll be looking at him and like, okay, well, he coached it. Let's move him. Let's bump him up over here. Let's make him an offer over here. How they know that that's not in his plans? You know what I'm saying? The Colorado might be a good move for him for his next step of where he's trying to get to. But we're gonna shame him for that. That's crazy.
Is
Everybody
he?
got something to say. If a job offered them $30 more an hour right now, they gone.
Come on,
Tell me I'm
man.
lying.
No, say that.
If somebody got a job and they got a problem with what he just did, if another company offers you $30 more an hour, you gonna
Right.
quit tomorrow. You ain't gonna even show up.
Isn't he allowed the opportunity to raise the bar in his life?
I should be. I
Definitely.
know that's
Definitely.
the game plan.
Yeah.
Why not? That's what we all should be doing, and we were
Right.
trained
Even
to
if,
do that.
Yeah. I mean, why do I have to stay on fries all my days?
Yeah,
I learned how to do fries, but man, I want to go over there and flip the burger. Can I flip the burger?
get a job with
No, you got to
6
stay at
years,
fries. You
and you
started off
still
at
ain't know
fries. You got to stay right here at fries.
nothing.
Why do we hold each other down like that? Like,
yeah.
I mean, he's done a great job. Look at it like this. He's moving on. So now somebody has an opportunity to come in
Right.
and
Do better.
Right.
Mhm.
fill those shoes, if you will. Fill those shoes. Don't be
Experience.
him,
Yeah.
but try to be better than him. Like we've said about ourselves and our children, you know, our legacies. I want my daughter to be better than me.
Yeah. Just someone else to have that experience, period.
There you go. There you go. All day long. We got to stop holding people down. You got to give them the space to raise the bar in their own life.
Mostly that's why his name is Prime Time.
Man, and you know, Prime has always been Prime. Always.
And
Always.
he learned some game from MC Hammer. Y'all remember when he was a rapper? He was kicking with MC Hammer and them and all that. Man, you think he didn't learn no money, financial literacy from him? I mean, from an entertainment aspect and from a celebrity aspect. That's a different tax bracket. You see what I'm saying? So he probably like, look, when you in here, if it's time to go, when you stay, when the ship go down, you going down with it. He said that he didn't say it verbatim, but in some of those interviews, he was like, either you gonna leave on your own or you gonna get ran off. We don't really know how loaded that comment was. They could have been getting ready to get rid of him. He was like, you know what? Before I let them get rid of me,
Mhm.
I'll leave and take some more money. Y'all can say whatever you want, but my kid's gonna be all right.
We are
And you
guilty
know
of
what?
being,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, we are guilty of being one dimensional.
Mhm.
One dimensional. I just want you to be this one way. I'm going to use Ice Cube. Ice Cube started off as a rapper. Ice Cube is in movies. He's still,
Basketball. The
you can't
basketball
be
league.
one
Yeah.
dimensional. I mean, you could be, but you limiting yourself. So why be one dimensional? Go ahead, Miss Day.
I was just gonna say, excuse me. I'm just gonna say there are so many other greater fights that we could be getting behind, but other than this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There are so many other things going on in the Black community that we could really be giving our energy to than
Definitely.
the fact that he left a Black college to go to coach at a white college. Like, I mean, come on,
True.
really?
Let's start off
True.
by talking about Herschel Walker, but oops, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Herschel.
Boy,
Please
oh boy.
don't. Please don't. That's a whole mess in itself.
A whole,
Herschel Walker. I mean,
the whole,
who he work? Who he work with?
eh, nobody at this point. I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah, you better go do some push-ups. Anyway,
shoot, be do. Oh my goodness. Hey, you
with
guys.
calisthenics. That's what he was doing. Whatever.
It's 9:20 p.m., man. We've been on this for a good minute. Season number 7, episode number 13. We got one more to go, y'all, and it will be the season finale. The season finale, man. Time has been flying by. We are 2 years plus in this for some. Um, again, if you don't do anything, please, 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 please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stop on by on YouTube. That's Gman After Dark, Gman After Dark, and tell a friend. We need to
To
get
tell a
this going, you
friend.
guys.
Twitch. Tell about the Twitch. Tell about Twitch.
We on Twitch. Go to Twitch as well. We got Street Glide. That's the name. I'm gonna work on changing that from Street Glide to G-Man. I'm gonna work on that. G-Man After Dark. Yeah. So we can all be in sync. But again, kudos to my executive or to our executive producer, Miss
Yeah.
Three. She's doing big things out here,
Yay!
y'all. I'm gonna put that up there again for you. If you haven't written it down, please. Season number 2, and I'll make sure that we put that in the comments. Season number 2, episode number 4, CPTP, building mentor/mentee relationships. Our very own Miss Three in her first ever, I'm gonna call it, interview. She's doing big things, y'all.
Thank you.
Get
Thank
behind her.
you.
Get behind her. Marcus, be proud of your mom, man. Be proud of your mom.
You know
You
he
guys,
is.
that's going to be our time. That's going to be our time from the desert to the sea to all the cities in between. We thank y'all for being here. You could be anywhere you wanted to be, but you are here with us and we appreciate you. Have a good night, y'all. Deuces.
Good night. Bye.
Bye now.